Coach, what do you think about old dudes hopping on TRT? That's from Larry Bird. What do you think this old dude here is on, huh? Don't make me take off my shirt. No, I think it's okay. I mean, if you talk to your doctor and your doctor thinks it's gonna make your life better, that's gonna make you healthier, I think that's cool. What I don't think is cool, what I think is really lame and pathetic, is guys who try to convince people. Like, I don't want to get on the Liver King issue again, but I mean, I can't believe people were spending money on his supplements. Like, it's just so dumb, man. It's like so dumb. Obviously, the guy's on steroids. Oh my God. What were his 9 ancestral tenets? Okay, let me look at that up. Okay, let me just please. The 9 ancestral tenets. Let's see, okay? The 9 ancestral tenets. All right, Liver King. Hoo-yah. Let's look at this, okay? 1, sleep. Wow, brilliant. That's a genius, guy. I got to tell you, this guy's a genius. Okay, you want to get jacked like Liver King? Okay, 1, sleep. 2, eat. Whoa. Guys, I'm sure this is proprietary. Okay, sleep, eat. Now, of course, he's going to tell you what to eat. Okay, I'm having a little fun with him here. Sleep, eat. 2, number 3, move. Okay, yeah, let's move. Let's exercise. Great. Sleep, eat, move. Love it. Of course, he's going to tell you how to exercise. 4 is shield. Okay, I want to see this. What's shield? Eat like your ancestors. Move like your ancestors. Okay, shield from danger. Let's see this. While our early ancestors had to shield against lions, hostile tribes, and treacherous weather, in the modern world, we need to shield against even more insidious dangers. Top of the list are I don't even know how to say that word. Phthalates, okay, PCBs, all the negative stuff in nature. Of course, okay, he's totally right about this. Connect to the earth. 5 is connect to the earth. How are you going to connect to the earth? Hold on, let's see. Nature, like fertile ground we once walked upon. Okay. Connect 24/7. What? Earthing restores and maintains the human body's most natural electrical state, which in turn promotes optimum health and functionality in daily life. The primordial nature energy emanating from the earth is the ultimate anti-inflammatory and ultimate anti-aging medicine. Okay, so you got to be in touch with the physical earth. Okay, that's just like, no study proves this whatsoever. I doubt it, okay? Number 6, get cold. Okay, get cold. Okay, you got to take ice baths, I assume. Get sun. Okay. 8, struggle, fight, win. Okay. 9, bond with your tribe. Okay, guys, I'll tell you something. None of that advice was bad. None of it. It's just not going to make you jack like a caveman over here, like Liver King. The guy was on ridiculous amounts of steroids, like copious amounts of steroids, like a ridiculously absurd amount of steroids. Like no human being could put on that muscle. Just because he walks around barefoot in the ground and he gets in the sun and what was the other one? Bonds with his tribe. That's not how you get jacked, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. Okay, it's just ridiculous. But the guy, I heard he made hundreds of millions selling supplements, man. It's just insane. Guys get TRT'd up, jacked up. Then they go on the internet, they take their shirt off. Oh, look how muscular I am, and I have this special formula. And then just people throw money at them. It's just insane. It's just pure insanity. But it's just, people are naive. They just don't understand it. The guy's obviously on crazy amounts of steroids. And that's not how he got jacked. And what I love about this Liver King story, what I absolutely love about it, is that he's like, okay, I'm gonna go natural now. I'm gonna go natural. And then after he's like, oh, I can't do it. And he doesn't even have to like box or grapple or wrestle. All he's got to do, his only job is to be buff. That's it. Eat a healthy diet, lift weights every single day, like do these crazy workouts, get buff, take pictures on with your shirt off, just flex and just tell people, look how buff I am. And that's your entire job. You don't even have to take one punch. You don't have to go and figure out all these complicated takedowns and all these chokes and and how to put a guy down and how to pin him, and just think really hard about this. Like, it's not that complicated. Hypertrophy is not that complicated. Like, if that's your goal, that's not my goal. Like, I'm not saying I'm trying to be the most jacked guy in the world. I'm saying if your goal was to be jacked, okay, you do the science, man. You read the how do you create hypertrophy? What's the best nutrition? And that's all you got to do. It's not that bad. It's really not that hard. Fighting is tough. Like, you got to deal with pain and injuries. Like, people are trying to choke you every day. Guys are really dedicated to the martial art. They want to put you away. Like, there's a competitive element here. There's a danger element, actually, I should say, even as well. It's just an absurdity that he couldn't take it, man. That's how fragile. How can I say this? Like, he was trying to put himself like, oh, I'm here to like teach you how to be tough and mentally strong. Dude, you're the weakest, most mentally fragile guy in the whole bunch. You had to take steroids to get jacked. You couldn't do it the old-fashioned way. You couldn't just earn it the old-fashioned way. And the ugliest thing he ever did is he lied about it. He said, no, I'm natural, which is absurd. Like, I almost coughed up a lung when I first heard he said he was natural. Then, of course, after he got busted, he came out and he admitted it. He had no choice. He had to admit it. Because he had an email that he sent a long time back that got leaked. And it's just like, how mentally... Like, first of all, he's an incredible liar, man. To lie to people's face, I couldn't do it. I couldn't tell people, oh, yeah, I did it this way. Do these 9 tenets. Ha, 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 ha. While I'm injecting myself with steroids, I feel like a fake, man. Honestly, I feel like crap. I feel like honestly, I couldn't look myself in the mirror. And then the fact that he couldn't do it naturally after. Like, I'm sure he was on so much juice that he can't get off it, guys. I don't believe he was ever off it. If you just go from taking synthetic steroids to getting off it, he would turn into a woman. He would have like mood swings, become suicidal. Like, you can't just get off these things, right? He probably cycled down low. And even then he couldn't take it. He's addicted. Hey, coach, I've been doing karate for 15 years. As I approach 30, I'm getting slower and bulkier. How can I adapt my style to rely less on speed? Even though I've gotten stronger, I'm still pretty weak physically. Love from Australia. That's from Michael Miller. Miller, you're a gentleman and a scholar, but I think this whole I'm getting slow thing is all in your head, honestly. You're probably just getting in worse shape. You're not slower. You probably lost power in your abs. You probably lost explosiveness because you're not doing plyometrics. 30 years old, you're young, man. I'm 44. Michael, I'm Mitchell. I'm 44, man. I don't think I've lost much speed. Like, I just think that a good strength conditioning program will keep you fast. You have to do low impact plyometrics. There's no reason why you should slow down. Maybe your reflexes, okay. Maybe in your reflexes a little bit, but even then, if with the years you have, you kind of read that body language and you can kind of see things coming because of the body language. I just think that 30 is too young. It's way too young I think that's more psychosomatic. At 30 years old, you shouldn't be slowing down. Now, unless you're telling me you were competing at an elite level from a young age and you reached your prime at 23, 24, and now you're slowing down, okay. But still, it's not significant enough. It's not significant enough for a guy to, who's kind of like not competing at the highest level. I think you got to refocus on low impact plyometrics and rebuild the speed in your system. And a lot of it's probably you lost strength in your abs over the years. Okay, so it's really important to have some good, strong abs. Coach, how do you build someone's cardio for MMA from zero without sacrificing their explosivity and strength? That's from Black Sheep. That's a very interesting question, because the thing is when you work endurance, you sacrifice strength. When you work strength, you sacrifice some endurance. Okay, it's just your body cannot adapt. Imagine on Mondays I do really, really heavy squats, and then on Thursdays I go for a really, really long run. Like, what am I asking my body to do? My body's like, oh, he wants to be strong and he's got to also got to have a lot of endurance. Let me give him a little bit of both. That's what your body will do. Okay, so in that sense, yes, you can increase the two. Now, if you only run, and you don't lift any weights, your body's gonna be like, oh, this guy needs a lot of endurance. Okay, now your body doesn't think like that, doesn't act like that. I'm just giving you guys an analogy, okay, to make things simple. Your strength levels are we don't need a lot of strength, so let the strength levels fall. Let's put more assets in the endurance, and then your endurance will go. But if you need both, your strength and endurance are gonna go up like this, one bit at a time, and it's gonna be painful. It's gonna be tough. You're asking your body to do two opposite things, and you can develop two opposite things. It just takes a long time. So there's no way that anybody knows of that's. Trust me, I've looked under every possible rock, and if anybody has a legitimate proof that it's possible, not some crazy cockamamie theory, that you can build both a 500-pound squat and a 4-minute mile at the same time, well, I'm all ears. I want to hear it. Okay, so me, I would tell you, MMA fighters, combat athletes, you need something in the middle. You don't need to do too much maximal strength, and you don't want to do pure endurance. You want something in the middle. Okay, so you got to make workouts that kind of give you what you will need in the fight. But however, I'm a big believer in maximal strength. You have to have a certain level of maximal strength. I've talked about it many times in the past, so today I'm just going to skip over it. But you do need a certain amount of maximal strength.